So let's talk about communism, because one of the things that I've been discovering as we do these events, as I talk to people here in Los Angeles, and I know the evils of communism, but I talk to a lot of my friends here in California. Obviously, it's going to be in California where the problems are the most profound. But when they talk to their kids have no idea of what communism is, of why it's a problem, and they it sort of sloughs off their back, and they think we're all kind of hysterical about it. What is it about communism, Trevor, that kids need to be taught about today? What are the dangers and what are they missing?
Communism is the overturning of all the natural hierarchies of life. We live in a society where we have families, we have businesses, we have religious institutions, economic institutions, we have all sorts of things, and there's a natural order of life. It's God, man, nature. That's the natural order of things, and there are various hierarchies within that system. Communism is about overturning all of those hierarchies, those natural hierarchies, putting pupil against teacher, putting husband against wife, putting certain racial communities against other racial communities, putting workers against business owners, putting the environment as more important than human life. Putting animal life as more important than human life. See, people think of communism as this economic system devised by Karl Marx,
Mhm.
but he applied these were ideas that started out with Cain and Abel. You had Abel, who was the good son, who was the loyal, faithful, honest, dependable, faithful son. And there was Cain, who was lazy and slothful and resentful and bitter and angry that he didn't get his, rewarded by God the same as Abel did. And he overthrew him. He destroyed him. He killed him. Well, the American Revolution was an Abel revolution. It was a revolution of faithful, loyal people whose allegiance was to God and to human liberty. And they fought a revolution to secure those Abel values. The French Revolution was a Cain revolution. It was a jealous, resentful, tearing everything down revolution. Communism is not an economic system. It is the systematized destruction of all natural hierarchies and institutions with the goal of establishing a global dictatorship, a demonic dictatorship on earth. So everything you hold dear, family life, small business, a natural environment, good schools, good churches, good institutions, all of that is to be torn down. All of it is to be replaced by something top-down, centralized. And these kids just think it's a Che Guevara T-shirt, and we're all going to get more wealth and freedom, whether we work for it or not. They think it's everything we have now plus some free stuff. But it's not. It's destruction of everything that is good about our society. It is empowering the resentful, empowering the bitter, empowering the twisted, the criminals to tear down what we have so a dictatorship can arise in its place. That's communism. It's not the equal sharing of wealth. It's a centralization of all wealth and all power in a very few hands, a very few evil hands at that.